You guys have to understand something. I'm about to listen to Sleep Token today, and I'm black. All right. And some of you are thinking, well, what the hell does that got to do with anything? Well, I'll explain. All right. Whenever I'm in the car with anyone I know, all right, it's mostly black people, I'm not listening to emo music. You understand? I'm not listening to Sleep Token. They don't know what they're like. What the hell is this? And I typically play music that people like to hear when they're with me. You know what I mean? Because I have a wide range of things that I listen to. Of course, I didn't grow up that way. I grew up with just hip hop and R&B. But so if I'm riding in the car with the fellas and I throw on Sleep Token, all right, I throw on Sleep Token, they will look at me like I was crazy. What the hell has gotten into you? All right. So that's not something that, you know, as a black dude, we typically do. The irony is I'm on camera listening, we're about to discover a new Sleep Token record in front of a bunch of strangers, possibly thousands. Okay. To see me react in real time to some music I would typically listen to alone, you know. So told you that long story just to tell you this. We're getting ready to do, again, a new record from Sleep Token. This is actually my pick. No one told me to listen to this one. So I know my current demographic, they're not like the biggest fans of Sleep Token. But hopefully, you know, some people who do enjoy the band want to hear my take on it. But I'm going to read a little bit about it. Caramel is the latest single from Sleep Token, released ahead of their upcoming album, Even in Arcadia. Arcadia, I like that. I like that title of the album, which is set to drop on May 9th, 2025. The track showcases the band's signature genre blending style, beginning with a minimalist arrangement that highlights Vessel's emotive vocals. As the song progresses, it incorporates pop and R&B element, culminating in a powerful breakdown featuring intense drumming and heavy guitar riffs. All right. Sounds like Sleep Token to me. Lyrically, Caramel delves into the challenges of maintaining anonymity. I don't know how to say that damn word. And dealing with the pressure of the fame. Lines like every time they try to shout out your real name, get a rise out of me. Excuse me. Every time they try to shout out your real name, just gets a rise out from me. You know, reflects Vessel's personal experience with the intrusive attention. Fans have been engaging in discussions about the song's themes and musical direction. One Reddit user noted, "Feels like the first ST song we're getting from the person behind the mask. It hits different." You know. So anonymity, I'm going to get that word. I'm going to get it one day. Forgive me. But enough of me blabbering. All right. If you like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. By the likes, the comments, the engagement, it tells me to keep putting out music from this generation, not just diving back into the 70s and 80s, which I also love, but I would love to expand and just listen to all types of music. So, you know, I need those requests in and that traction to show that this is also a direction you guys would like to see the channel go in. Now, let's get into this. No pressure, but the first record I reacted to from Sleep Token on this album was incredible. I'm still listening to it. That saxophone at the end of that record, one of my favorite parts of that entire song. So they might be dropping a classic if it's 2 for 2 with this second single here. Check. There we go. Let's go.
Count me out like sirens, payback for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grave.
Already. I'm an R&B person, so I love a great melody. That's like you know, you can bang that in the 90s as far as like an R&B song. So I imagine you know, the lead singer here is a big fan of R&B music. I would be guessing, because that's what it feels like, you know, with a twist. Let's start it over here. Count me out like sovereigns. Playback from the good times. Love the verse here.
Count me out like sovereigns, payback for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine.
Nice.
I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline.
Oh, man.
Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine.
There's certain parts of this that reminds me of like John B a little bit and 112 as far as like the vibe of this record and R&B. So I'm kind of like comparing it to like some of my favorite music that I still listen to this day. It's got a nice group. They're just showing their versatility, because I know this is going, I imagine this is going to change up completely, but I am absolutely loving the intro. Loving the intro for this one.
I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me like caramel.
That's so cheesy. I like it though. You know what I'm saying? Stick to me like caramel. All right. Hold on. Oh man, this is crazy.
Even just to exhale, backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me like caramel.
I can totally see like an SNL skit spoofing this record. All right.
Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. They ask me, is it going good in the garden? Say I'm lost, but I bet
change
you're
up.
out and up on the doors below on the cards. I try not to talk about how it's out and now. Kinda get a mirror side stage, looking sideways. Some of your bizarre getting worse every time they try to shove a real name just to get a rise from me. Acting like I'm never stressed out by the hearsay. Guess that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight. Guess that's what I get for having 2020 hindsight. Everybody wants eyes on them, I just wanna hear you sing that top line.
This part right here reminds me of Craig David as far as his style.
It's always getting worse every time they try to shove a real name just to get a rise from me. Acting like I'm never stressed out by the hearsay. Guess that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight. Guess that's what I get for having 2020 hindsight. Everybody wants eyes on them, I just wanna hear you sing that top line. You don't think I mean it, then I understand, but I'm still glad you came, so let me see.
Love the drums
those
here.
eyes. Stick to me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I knew the levels were coming. I knew they were coming.
Everybody wants eyes on them, I just wanna hear you sing that top line. You don't think I mean it, then I understand, but I'm still glad you came, so let me see those
Love the drums there.
Stick to me like caramel.
Let's go.
Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well.
Oh my God, the chords from the guitar, the drums, the vocals. Oh, another Masterpiece. They might be dropping a classic album here. And by the way, I define a classic album when 90% of the records are good. It doesn't have to be 100%, especially if like 4 of those records are like iconic, you know, in the ears of the fans who love it. But that's what I thought. You don't have to have every song, but most of the songs on the album have to be great for me to what I consider to be a classic album. So I want to make sure that was clear. When I say classic, you know, I don't mean like that's just me predicting the future a little bit. Really great record. They're one of the bands where, you know, their music could probably be 10 minutes long. I wouldn't care. You know, some bands overdo it. The songs are too long, and some of them, the songs are not long enough. Whenever I listen to Sleep Token, because they can just keep switching it up every 1 minute and a half or so to a different vibe, and they can keep going with that. They can switch it up to another genre, and it would still be incredible. It's like a new record every time they switch it up. Oh man, I like the runs. I love the rhythm of this section here. Trying to think of what it reminds me of. I don't know whether it's like reggae or something Drake would do. You know what I mean? But it's a nice island vibe, I think. So far, this is my first impression. I could be wrong though.
So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. The stage is a prison.
I like the harmonies. Same. I stopped paying attention to the lyrics because it sounds so good sonically. I'm focusing on that first. Beautiful. Holy crap. Amazing. Run that back before we get too far. This is like the World Cup, or what is it when you win what's the soccer championship thing? Feels like that. What a twist. Has anyone ever done that before? Where they've added that and then they added the emo lyrics inside of that? Has that ever been done before? A mixture? And I don't know. I don't play an instrument, so it's forgive me, I don't always know how to say the right thing in terms of like describing what I'm hearing. That's what makes this a little bit difficult. But that singing and then that, it's like two opposites coming together. It's like the the devil and you know, I don't use the devil, but whatever, coming together and merging. But like that aggressive energy and that emo energy coming together and merging as one in a climax. That's an amazing. I don't think I've heard that. I haven't reacted to anything like that so far. So you guys let me know if this is the first time this has been done. Man, nice. Beautiful. This is epic. Drums. Oh my gosh. These guys are incredible. Incredible. Wow.
A beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
I love their outro with this. Oh man, what do I say about that? That was incredible. If I was grading that and I was giving it like a 0 out of 10 in terms of how I feel about it, how I like this record, man, yeah, it would just be a 10 immediately, past a 10, a 20. You know, one of the best records. I mean, they really like. I hate to say it. Well, you know, no, I got to go back and. I don't know if I want to say that, but I got to go back and listen to their entire catalog now, because maybe I didn't get some stuff, but I can't remember not liking the Sleep Token song. One of the reasons why Tool became one of my favorite bands, my favorite band, not one of them, is because I didn't hear a song from them that wasn't incredible or at least good. All right, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of small details that make their beautiful. I'm using the word beautiful. Their music so different. You know, it's intentional, and they're trying to. You know, they make their music to. Sort of make you, they design their music around making you feel a certain way. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that Sleep Token does the same thing. They design their music to evoke a certain emotion. And they do a great job. And you go through a lot of different emotions listening to this. So I love music that can do that. I love music that I can feel. So yeah, this will definitely make the forerunner. 100%. I'll be listening to this on repeat. It'll be a great song to add to the playlist while I'm on the trails. But yeah, overall, incredible song. So I hope you guys liked the reaction. If you did, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to support the channel. Most of these music reactions are not monetized. I don't get paid for them. You can buy me a coffee in the link below. Leave a request of what I should check out next there. Or subscribe to my Patreon, where you can also catch content that doesn't make my YouTube channel. And hit me up directly. I respond to everyone who hits me up on Patreon. Yeah, it's got me looking at Sleep Token in a completely different light, you know what I mean, in terms of how great they are. I mean, they've been consistently putting out fire, right? And I'm not paid to say this, but just give you guys my opinion, and this is just on a first listen, but this was incredible.
I did it.